Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I'm going to make two different projects. I pulled this out from last year. I got this from Into Resin last year for fall, and I wanted to make sure I made it again this year. I just saw a piece of glitter, of course. It doesn't hold that much. I'm going to do that in these three colors. Two Rolios, which is burgundy and Aurelian yellow, and then this dark green. Everything will be linked below. I don't know. I think they still make this one. This is a new one Dawn and I have made. We actually found this piece out and about, and Dawn's like, let's mold that. So I said, okay. So we're going to do this one two ways. And maybe I'll do this one two ways since I'm pouring this one twice. We could do that one twice. So I wanted to do this one in an alcohol ink drip filled with crushed crystal and clear. And then I wanted to do one in this burgundy for fall. This is a pigment paste. So that should be like opaque. But before that, I have Happy Mail. And I don't know who this one came from. Don was like, don't open those. I'm going to open those. Somebody sent him M&Ms, so he does love his chocolate, which is crazy because he doesn't like chocolate ice cream or stuff like that, chocolate cake or chocolate cupcakes, but he does like chocolate. It's weird. I don't know. So thank you, whoever you are. I'm not sure who you are. There was no name in the box. We appreciate that. He appreciates that, put it that way. Then I got a nice, beautiful package from Karen, and Karen sent me all kinds of things. And let's show you. She sent me a whole bottle of alcohol. I love practical gifts. You know that. Thank you so much, Karen. You didn't have to do that. She said she got 4 in her package. Didn't need all 4. I don't know how you don't need 4. You need to get busy on your resin pieces, girl. Then she sent these. Pink for Michelle, green for Dawn, and he was asking me, I don't know where you found these because I couldn't find something like this. Don wanted a longer one because his hands are so big, and I looked everywhere. So Karen, if you can send me the link to these are the curved spatulas, except they're really long and they have another little spoon at the other end. So these are going to come in really, really handy. Thank you so much. They're actually going right there in my spatula case. Of course, she didn't leave Don out. She sent him some caramel chocolate, caramel coffee, and caramel Werther's. Oh, sugar-free. That's a help. Thank you for that. She sent me some beautiful things. It's spilling in the box here. She sent... Let me just get some of this stuff out. I'm not going to read her letter on camera. Oh, I just spilled everything. But she sent me a beautiful letter and a lot of stickers. That's really pretty. I could have used that the other day in my tray. I'll just show you everything else because the stickers are at the bottom. So she sent these stickers too. So these are like inspirational. 840 pieces. Oh my gosh. That's nice though. These are great for keychains. Love these. That's awesome. Thank you. She made some cards for us. Oh, here's some more stickers. They fell out. There's a whole bunch in the box. And she made this one for Don because it's got the deer. Well, I don't know that they're deer, but that is so sweet. Autumn here. You guys are so talented with your card making skills. I don't know how you do it. That seems to be a lot more patience than doing resin. And then she knew I loved the beach scenes, and she made a beach scene. Look at that. It's even like 3-dimensional. That's amazing, Karen. You're very talented. Let me get the other things out here. One moment, please. She sent me her very first resin piece, which is cool, but you should have kept it so you can see how far you grow. She made me a whole bunch of little things. Look at that cute little hanger. It's like a thing. It's a little dress. Isn't that adorable? And then she made me a butterfly. Whoops. I'm trying to get it. Oh, look at that. It's a paper. It's like a little note thing. Oh, it's too pretty to be messing up. Then she sent me another little inspirational, let your dreams be your wings. Love it. Here's all the stickers I'm trying to get out. I'm not going to go through every one of them. You'll be here for a while. And then I want to show you her piece. Oh gosh, I'm just going to dump them out because they're like all in. They're all in the bottom of the box and my fingers won't grab them. Let me get them all out. These look like they're holographic stickers. Don't want to leave one behind. Look at all these stickers. So we have moon, planets, butterflies. She sent me all kinds of stickers. Like I said, my fingers aren't going to grab them. Look at that pretty one. So I'm not going to go through them one by one. But we will use them as we need them. They are going in my sticker stash. Here's some holographics. Pretty. This is her very first keychain. And like I said, well, I guess I've inspired her to try resin, so I'm so happy to hear that. I love testimonials like that. And it says peace. She even beaded it out, put a key or a little tag thingy so you could put it on a bag. So you did a great job for your very first piece. I wish you would have kept this so you can go back on it and see how far you've come. And then she made me and Dawn. She said she started prayer journaling. Look at these. She made Dawn one and she made me one. Is that not beautiful? My prayer journal with my name on it. Look at how pretty she did these. She did up the inside. These are beautiful. Like every page has something on there. Even like little fabrics and laces. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this one. Look at that beautiful piece. Beach life. I didn't go through every page yet, but I was flipping through it when I opened it up. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. How cute is that? I didn't even notice that. You guys are so creative. It's amazing what is out there in the crafting world. I don't know about any of them except resin, so I'm way behind the times. So this one is for me, and then she made Dawn one with a little whale on there. His name, look at that manly fabric. It's not girly. Oh, this is nice. She even put a little bit of everything. Thank you so much, Karen. And I just read on her letter that she is going to be coming to our Christmas party, so we will get to meet you. I'm so excited for that party, you guys. I am doing my best to make that party like amazing for you. So lots of planning, but it's fun. I love the planning part of it. So Karen, I cannot wait to meet you and your husband and everybody else that is coming. So that is coming up soon. I've sold over half of the tickets. So we're limiting it to 100 people now. So I have chosen the room up to 100 people. There are tickets left, so if you are getting them, make sure you get them so you don't miss out. But I think we have some plenty, so I don't know. I don't think we'll run out, but I don't think we're going to be able to fill the 200 room, so I did go ahead and put my deposit down on the 100 person room. Okay, are you guys ready? I don't have a clue how much this one holds, or this one. I think I'm gonna just mix up like 8 ounces and do this one. I'll worry about this one later because we're gonna pour this in clear and crushed crystal. And if I have some left over, I need to make 4 more of these little keychains for the order so I could fulfill the 15 that I promised. So I need to make 4 more. So if I have some left over, they were clear with crushed crystal anyway. So I'm gonna do that. So let's start with that, 8 ounces, and then I'll worry about that one.
Gold in a radiant haze, crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flame.
I put the crushed crystal in before I turned my mixer on. That way the mixer could break it up as much as humanly possible. for that 4 minutes. There's something in here I need to get out. Not that you'll ever see it, but I know that it's there, so. All right, what I'm gonna do, I didn't get it. There. I don't know what that is. I was going to take red, orange, and yellow, but being yellow and red, it's gonna make its own orange. I'm just gonna drip it inside and then pour and see what it does. It'll be a surprise because I won't be able to see what's going on. So I'm just gonna drip randomly. The red most likely will stain your molds, so I know that. There are 2 handles on the ends, so I'm not quite sure. Whoops, don't want to lay that down. I don't know what this is going to come, because I can't see anything that's going to be happening in here with the walls the way they are. I'm just a little concerned about those 2 ends. Yeah. Let me see if I could get my little spritz bottle down in there. That side. And then that side. Now I'm just gonna dump it in. I'm good with clear. And not a ton of color. But I don't know what this is gonna hold. Let's try my new spatula. Works just as well as the other one. Thank you. Love it. Now I'm just, like I said, concerned about those 2. This is another mold I would love to have a pressure pot for. I am gonna help it a little bit. Oh, look at that. Looks like it got injured. That is some bright red there. All right, let's go ahead and finish pouring. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have enough for my leaf as well. I have 4 ounces. It only took 4 ounces, and I probably also have enough for my little turtle people. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me see, let me get rid of that. I'll put these back on so they don't dissipate into the air. I think I want some yellow on the bottom though. I was hoping it was gonna make some orange, but I don't know if it is. Let's see what that does. So this is gonna be like a fall candy dish. That's what I'm thinking. Trying not to stain the molds, but I probably did. All right, and of course, I forgot to put it on a, so what I'm gonna do here, let me just do, I don't know how much I need for that. I better keep those 3 ounces. You know what, I'm not gonna, I will do those turtles another day or off camera. I don't wanna be short that ounce that I could do those turtles at any time. The crushed crystal in there isn't gonna hurt anything, but I am going, well, I guess I could have left it in the cup because I'm getting ready to split it anyway. Oh, jeez. All right, think, Michelle, think. I had those turtles on my mind. We're gonna split it 3 ways. And I am not gonna put glue in it this time. We're gonna do the glitz effect. Boy, wouldn't Don be proud if he was here to watch. The glitz effect. I don't need, you won't see the crushed crystal, so that's no big deal. I don't know if any of these are open. Okay, that one's open. That's good. This is gonna be a gorgeous burgundy. And I think I'm just going to do what he does when he does a pen holder. Just have to mix it really well, and then I'm incorporating bubbles again. I could run it through the vacuum chamber again though. This has a 40-minute work time, so I definitely will have enough time. Let me wipe off my stick. Let's do this yellow. I don't know how to say that name, but it's dark, deep yellow. That one. And then I think the second time I pour, so I'm doing them opposite. The second time I pour this, I will use the alcohol inks, so you can get that beautiful crystal shimmer from the mold itself. And then that one, I will use pigment paste instead, so we're doing them opposite. Let's put that aside. And now this green, dark green. And I don't have a spoon that little. That should be good. I don't know if I need to vacuum chamber them again. I'm gonna spray it really well. And hopefully I won't be kicking myself later. That is a gorgeous green. Why do all greens have gold tints to them? Is there yellow in green or something? There must be. So pretty. All right, I'm just gonna wash this up and then we'll pour. I'm gonna spray it really well, like I said. There is a stem down in there too, I do need to worry about. And then literally thin lines. Whatever touches that silicone first though is what we're gonna see. So that's the only thing I don't like about not doing a dirty pour, is we're gonna see kind of that pattern unless I swirl it a little bit after this part. I can do that. That'll kind of marble it up a little bit. Plus it's getting it down in that stem for me. That might be cool. We're gonna leave it like that. Watch, I'll have that 1 ounce left over. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Not really. Only need 4 more turtles and my turtles will be done. I did not put glue in this, so my guess is they will merge together and make some new colors. I don't want that to happen, but I'm pretty sure it will happen. And generally there is a bubble at the back of that stem. Let's see if I can coax it out. I don't know. We won't know until it's done. I'll probably get a brown leaf. I'm just gonna go with it's fall and the leaves are dropping and some of them turn brown. That's what I'm gonna go with if it turns brown. Oh my goodness. What do we have left here? Well, I feel better. It's not enough to do all 4 turtles, so that's fine. Let's make the back look pretty if we can. Since we have the opportunity, that might look cool. Let's give it a little spritz. Got a little left. I guess I can marble it into something else. What a mess. All right, let me find an extras mold real quick. Let's do this adorable little mushroom mold. I think this is an into resin mold if I am not mistaken. It's got a little bit of, let me see if I can get that off. I'm just now noticing it. From the last time I used it, I had put a chameleon flake in there. Just barely had a little bit left over. So we're gonna get it off. And let's just, you know what? Let's do a dirty pour and see the difference, if there's gonna be one. So I'm just gonna mix them together. People say to put it down the side on a dirty pour. I don't have any difference. I mean, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I generally don't see a difference when I pour it down the side of my cup as if I'm pouring a puddle into the middle of the cup. But we're gonna do it that way. I've done it both ways so many times, but I just don't see any change. Let me grab that spatula. Let me get the little one since I have a little bitty cup here and get it all out. I don't know, I don't remember how much this mushroom makes, or needs, I should say. Do some red. And then a little bit of green. I'm guessing this is going to turn brown. It'll be okay. Mushrooms are brown. All right. Let's spit this out again since I just lost all my alcohol. And pour it in. There's that. I got a little bit left. Let's see. What can I make? What can I make? Let's do a butterfly. That'll be pretty for the fall. If you like them thin, you can pour them thin, or you can pour the whole mold. This is, I think, a soap mold. This will actually stand up on its own if you pour it all the way. So that'll be cute. This one's full. And then I'm just gonna let them sit overnight since I'm starting this in the evening. No need for a heat mat today. And then we will demold tomorrow. And let me see what's going on over here. Is that a bubble or is that the mold? Oh, that's the mold. I hope that's pretty. I don't know. I hope we see the crushed crystal in there. I will clean up my mess. See you in the mañana. They are cured. It's been overnight, so let's unmold. Oh, look how cute. That came out good, and the stems are like all red, so that's like almost perfect. I usually color those little dots in. Let's check out the little butterfly. That's gonna be nice after I finish it up. Pretty good extras. All right, let's check out the leaf tray. Oh, look at that. I only got one teeny tiny bubble. That's not even enough to talk about. Oh, that came out good. All the colors worked. That came out really nice. I don't ever do anything to this one except trim the bottom because this does not need any help at all. I love it. All right. We'll do that again in alcohol ink so you can see what it looks like. All right, let's see this one. I'll try to pull out one side. And then the other. Look at that. Well, we didn't get all the colors. We basically got red. My yellow always disappears. Let's see it on white. I mean, you can kind of see. There's some yellow right there. I probably should have dripped it in because that red really took over. There's a little bit of yellow on the bottom. So yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, it's a nice looking piece, but not crazy about the coloring. So let's see what it looks like in an opaque color. So I guess we need about 4 ounces again, although you can see the crushed crystal. I'm pretty happy about that. That came through nice. I don't know that that was the right mold to do an alcohol ink drip. Little candy dish. All right, let me grab some resin. I decided to complicate it instead of making it easy. So I mixed up 10 ounces because I'm gonna go ahead and pour these little turtles today and get those finished. So I split 1 ounce in each of these 4 cups. I'm going to dirty pour the candy dish. So I pulled out a couple other pigments from Rolio. So I'm doing the same colors, but in pigment paste instead of mica powder. So that's what and I'm gonna leave 1 clear and kind of put clear in there as well. For the rest of it, I'm going to put my crushed crystal. And well, the crushed crystal is essentially for the turtles, but it will look fine in that dish as well. So we're just gonna hit both of them at the same time. I just want to make sure there's enough crushed crystal in here. I think what I'll do, I only need 4 for that leaf, so I think I'll put 2 in here so I can add a little bit more crushed crystal. That should be enough. Right at 4. Okay, so I'm not going to put any more crystal in this one because essentially you really won't see much of it in that faceted dish. This is probably a lot. So all my little turtles will have varying amounts of crushed crystal in them. Some have less, some have medium, and now some have more. I think this is the end of the 15 that I had to make. And that is probably going to boil over. Not really boil over, I should say, bubble over in the vacuum chamber. I'm gonna put that in here. Grab a little spatula here. Don't want any problems in there. Actually, I'm not gonna dirty pour that. I'm gonna do the glitz effect with the clear in there. There's that. Let me get a little stick here. And we're gonna just color 3 of them. Dark honey is one of them. I've already used these colors and they are really nice for the fall. Don't need too much. Just got to make sure it's mixed really well. See all that paste on the sides? Looks like mustard. Like, you know, fancy mustard, like the Dijon mustard. Like, you know, Grey Poupon with the fancy name. Let me just wipe my stick off and mix one last time. Don't need that. Let's get that off the side. I'm not going to... Should I add glue? No, I'm not going to add glue today. Let's just see what happens without it. This is the burgundy, my original plan. You just wipe that and stir it again. That likes to stay on the stick. I'm going to get it off my side here. All right. And then the green. I think it was hunter green if I'm not mistaken. Hunter green. Just gonna try to get a little bit. So you'll get a little bit of a different look using pigment paste instead of the mica powders. But we are changing it up a little bit with the clear. Let me just remix this one more time. I will vacuum chamber it off camera. Everything. And then we'll pour. Looks good to me, I hope. If it's not mixed, it's gonna let me know in the finished product. Debubbled and ready to go. Let's just spritz and pour these, and I'll push these out of the way. Two. I probably have extra. I don't think I needed 2 ounces. And one more. Oops, there's a colorful piece of glitter I don't want in there. That should be good. Just a little bit left over. Perfect. Let me just spritz the backs and I will move those aside. Like that. I wish they made these little warming tables a little bit bigger sometimes. But then that would mean that I would fill it up regardless. Okay, let's do this one. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did in the other tray. Probably not so much. I'm adding the peach color for the orange this time. Maybe more yellow. Yellow gets lost on me all the time, like all the time. Maybe it's just me, but I'm guessing that's for everybody. So I'm gonna do extra yellow. Let's finish up this one. And then we'll pour the rest of the, I think I have 4 in here. I gotta make sure I get that stem again. I did a pretty good job last time. Let me just grab my little pink stick again. Yeah, there was the bubble. Popped right out. And it looks like my red is going to want to take over again. Let me just break that up a little bit. All right, that's good. Just have a little left over. Let me move that one. Cap my inks. so they don't dissipate while we're waiting. And then move that out of the way. Do I need to spritz it? Don't know. I'm not gonna swirl it or anything. I'm just gonna let it do its own thing. Okay, let's do this. I think I'm going to just do the glitz effect with each color. Let me put them in an order so I know. Yellow. And I'm wondering if that clear is going to give me any kind of crackle. That would be cool. Red. Get you down there. We're just going to keep going in an order like that. I got the handles pretty good last time. Let's see if I could do it again this time. No bubbles. This could turn into a brown mess, but I don't know. If it does, we know that we should have used glue. Let me see where I'm at in the handles. Maybe I could just squish them. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how to try. I'm not sure if they are filled or not. I think they are. What did I do? I did clear. Okay. I think I will finish the colors and then top it off with the clear. I don't know. I want to make sure I have enough room for this clear. That's it. I wonder if I should swirl the back. I don't really want those lines like that on the bottom. Maybe if we do this. I don't know. We shall see. Just gonna wipe that. All right, I do have some extra. Let me put some things away here. I think I'm gonna do the same kind of pour with this clear and those in these. I was gonna do a dirty pour, but should we do it? Let's try it with clear. Let's see what happens. I don't have a lot of color left, so I might get 2 drops down this cup. I'm not sure, not too much. And I'll separate it with the clear. Come on, there's got to be something in there. Let's do a little more clear. Then I'll scrape out those cups. Get what's left in there. Red and yellow. Ketchup and mustard. And here is our lettuce. A balanced diet, right? Not really. I don't like either one, except the lettuce. That I could do. All right, I'm going to spritz this butterfly and pour it in and see what we get. Probably brown. hopefully not. Let's do a few crosses. Hopefully I have some clean ones here. Oh, this one's gonna be really dark. There's one. Let's do that one. A lot of the clear is coming out now. I probably have enough for one more. Let's do that one. Three completely different crosses. Isn't that weird? I just want to top these up so they don't have to be trimmed too much. That one's good. I will top this one off. That one's good, and I'll top this one off. Whoop! I don't have a lot left. I'll throw it into something really, really small, and I will see ya on the next demold. Demold number 2. I've already done the turtles, and I put the little keychains on while I was waiting for a few things to cool down. So all I did was take a jewelry drill down in his little hand, put some B7000 in the hole, screwed the eye hook in, and then attached the keychain. So all 15 of those are finished. I just have to make all the little backs. Let's see, we've got, these are extra. Ooh, look at the crushed crystal coming through. That makes everything good, no matter what. No matter what the marbling comes out like, a little bit of crushed crystal came through those. These I typically will put a stone in the front to differentiate the front from the back, and then put a tassel on those. Here's the marbled butterfly. Let's see how terrible this looks. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Pleasantly surprised. Not any yellow really showing, just a tiny little bit there. I do have one little bubble there, but that's okay. We'll fix that up a little bit. Let's see if I can get this out yet. It's always bendy, always. Oh, that came out good. No bubbles in the tips. Basically just red. All I did was add a little alcohol ink to the rest. I didn't realize I had that much left when I went to clean my thing. So I put some red alcohol ink in there, mixed it up, and poured it in there, obviously. Let's do this one and see which one you guys might like better. Oh, look at that. No bubbles in the back of that one today. Oh, that's pretty too. Look at how different they look, yet both are gorgeous. Which one do you like better, the mica or the alcohol inks? I almost wish the empty spots had something in there, but it's good. It's really good. You can see the crushed crystal in the edging. You can see it in the stem really well. You could barely see it under the facets. I mean, unless you told somebody it was there, you really can't tell that it's there, but at least it's in everything else that's smooth without the facets, so that's nice. 2 different styles of that. Let me see. I'm gonna finish all these up. Ooh, the marbling looks good. I'm just afraid it's a little tiny bit bendy still. I just don't want to rip off those handles is what I'm trying to do. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to this one, but let's just look. Hang on, it's still a little warm. This is the one I was waiting to cool down. Oh, that looks nice. I like it. A nice fall tray. I got glue on my finger, that's driving me nuts. Look at that. The marbling came out good without glue. Oh, I'm happy with that one. Which one do you like better? The pigment paste or the alcohol ink? And here's the pigment paste next to the mica powder. I do like the mica powder. It gives it a little extra shimmer. But when you don't want the shimmer, this is a great alternative. Look at the marbling on the sides. That looks really nice. Like that. Well, if you do, it's in eBay if you want it. I've already trimmed that. I've trimmed the backs of these and I've trimmed the backs of that. Let me trim up the backs of the new ones. This one doesn't need too much. And finish off a couple little extras, and then I'll show you the final result.
Michelle sits down by the window's glow, with leaves of resin, the colors flow. Amber and gold, marbled and bright, opaque and clear, catching autumn's light. Her hands steady, her heart at ease, a quiet prayer floats on the breeze. Autumn in her hands, her art takes flight. A candy dish glimmers in the soft twilight. She's pouring her heart, staying true to his will, praying for her viewers, her spirit still. The scent of fall drifts through the air as she paints her thanks in colors rare. Each swirl she makes a silent hymn, a promise of grace shines within. With every stroke a story unfolds of faith and leaves and dreams untold. Autumn in her hands, her art takes flight. A candy dish glimmers in soft twilight. She's pouring her heart, staying true to his will, praying for her viewers, her spirit still. Autumn in her hands, her art takes flight. A candy dish glimmers in soft twilight.
Another video is done. So these are now keychains because after I put that big pearl in the center, I realized you were gonna put that, it's like pretty thick, in a book. So I'm like, well, I'll just add a charm and a tassel and put a keychain on it. So you could put it on your purse or whatever. Not necessarily. Nobody uses keychains anymore, so I don't even know why we call them keychains anymore. Everybody's got key fobs these days, and they can stay in their purses. Here is the little butterfly. I picked out some red rhinestones, put a magnet on the back. This one, I put yellow on for a change, so that came out pretty. Magnet on the back of that one. And then this one, I put gold pearls on. Isn't that pretty? That is like so classy looking. And a magnet on the back. Now, as I was doing all that, I was thinking of these dishes, and I'm like, there's got to be a way I could glam them up. So I did. So I pulled the yellow back out very slightly with these little stones around the edge in the indentations. Not even sure you can really see them. And then I went all across each indentation on the side with a yellow stone, just to bring that yellow back in. So that's how I fixed those. Not really fixed. And then this one I did the same thing in red. So I just put some red stones around the edge and then along the sides. And that is them. What do you think? Let me know. That is it for today, you guys. Let me get tomorrow's project going. I've already have it planned in my head, so make sure you come back then and stick around for those photos. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face.